1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8 says, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings." When I was in high school, I used to watch a lot of Planet Earth and Animal Kingdom shows that would just be hours and hours of footage and some narration, but of animals out in nature living like animals do. And one of the specials I watched was specifically about predatorial animals. And I remember learning that predators, sometimes they will be bold if they're really, really hungry and try to go for an animal that they're not sure they're going to be able to take down. But most of the time, specifically animals like lions and other predator cats, they look for weak animals, and especially animals that are by themselves. And those are the type of animals that they seek to try to kill, because they know that they're going to be able to get the job done. And if they, for some reason, aren't, they're not going to be in danger of a retaliation. So that's why, there is like the Lion King, and there's this idea that lions are the kings of the jungle. But in reality, if you look in most of nature, the elephant is the king of the jungle, because no animal really wants to go after an elephant because they're worried they're going to either get stomped or hit with a trunk or whatever it is. Recently I got a dog. She's about 3 months old now. She's a German Shepherd Husky mix, and I have been trying to learn about how do I be a good owner of this dog. And I'm reading some books, and one of the books I've read talks about this concept of the pack, and how dogs have this ingrained nature to be a pack animal. And if you think about wolves and how they hunt in packs and all these things, I've watched a lot of those type of things too. When wolves would hunt, they very rarely, unless again they're starving and somehow got caught on their own, would they hunt alone. They hunt as a pack, as a team. And so dogs that we have today still kind of have this pack nature. And what I've learned is, like, to be a good dog owner, you have to be a good pack leader, and you have to have respect for the dog and all these different things. And as I've been thinking about this pack mentality, I've come to realize that it's kind of the same with man. We were made to be in community. We were made to be in a pack, quote unquote. We're not meant to be alone, and we're not meant to be trying to do life by ourselves. And it's actually when we are alone and without the family of believers that Peter talks about here, that we start to become weak and become easy prey for the roaring lion that is looking for someone to devour. And here at NCC, we have our discipleship model: connect, grow, serve. And that concept of connecting, that we need to connect not just with God, but with others, because we need the community of believers in order to stand strong against temptation and against our enemy. I just pray that in everything that I've seen in these nature shows, that I would think about how, we aren't just people living in some society where we just are enjoying life. It's like we are actually in a survival of the fittest type situation, because we have an enemy that wants to seek and devour us. But we have to be on guard and with our pack at all times in order to be safe.